again, Deborah Lynn, Nutrition Coordinator for our Placer Community Action Council, Kids Community Head Start, Early Head Start. So today we're going to look at how to slice an apple safely and an avocado. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera down so that you can see my work surface. All right, I'll move this back just a little bit. Okay, so as you can see, I've already peeled the apple. Keep in mind, I've already washed my hands, and actually today I actually went ahead and just removed my rings. Nails are short. I have an apron on to protect my clothing. I have my knives off to the side where they're safe away from the counter and little human hands. And my apple's already been peeled. I'll be using this other apple because I'm starting the process of, I'm going to make some spicy applesauce for this evening. We're not going to make the spicy applesauce together, but I'll just, so you know, I'm putting my apple bits in there. And then we'll take care of the avocado. Okay, so I do have a bit of a flat surface on the bottom of the apple. It's not too roly-poly there. So again, I'm going to go ahead and make sure I secure my knife and secure my food till I get it cut. Okay, so what we talked about was how we were going to get these out if you don't have an apple core. And this is really, really important information. So what you want to do is I'm going to hold my knife with my pointer finger down the top of it, okay, because this is actually not going to move. I'm not going to have like the knife all loosey-goosey here. It's really firmly in my hand because what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the food around the knife. I'm not going to move the knife around the food, okay? So my knife is still, so I'm going to use my apple because I want to get that piece off. And I'm pretty much keeping my hands out of the way. I'm going to pop it right off. I'm going to do the same thing up here. I'm going to move the apple around the knife because then that way I'm in control of what's happening the entire time. So how do we get this middle out? So I'm going to go ahead and put the knife in there gently, okay? And I'm going to wiggle the apple around the knife. This way, the knife, I'm not pushing down on the knife. I'm actually in control of the apple. And then I'm just going to twist it a little bit. Voila. Oh, voila. The camera's over there. Okay. So we'll do that one more time. I'm going to move the apple around the knife. And I'm pretty much working kind of away from me as much as I possibly can. This one comes a little bit away, but I'm going to do that one first. Okay. And then again, I'm going to get the apple in just enough that I can wiggle, 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 wiggle. Oh, I just broke the apple. Got to come around that corner, so I'm going to put it down on the surface because that corner is a little firm. And that comes out as well. Okay, so now I'm ready to chop it down and process it any further way that I wish to. So I'm going to go ahead and move these out of the way. Always putting the flat surface down. I'm going to switch my knives because I need this bigger knife. Again, my apple is on the surface. My knife is always in contact, and I'm going to move the apple through the knife. This way, my fingers stay safer, and I'm not overly worried about the knife getting loose for me. All right, and then I need to cut it in smaller bits. So again, I'm going to move the apple through the knife. Okay, so enough of apple slicing. I'm just going to go ahead and stick that in here. I'll do that other half of the apple in a moment. We're going to talk about this avocado. Now, normally we would go ahead and wash everything. I'm just going to leave that there because that was for my apple. I'm going to grab another knife. Okay, so avocado is very much like the apple. I'm going to get the knife in the avocado. It's going to hit the seed. I have my finger on the back of the knife, and I'm going to move the avocado around the knife. I am not going to move the knife around the avocado. Okay, then I'm going to split it, and of course we always have one half that has the seed in it and the other half that doesn't. This is the same thing that applies to the core of the apple. I'm going to put the point of the blade away from me. I'm going to put my finger on the side instead of the back of it. I'm going to get it in right where the meat and the seed meat, and I'm going to very carefully loosen. A lot of people like to stab the avocado with their knife, like a big knife. Whack! That frightens me because I'm always worried that I'm going to tip it, something's going to happen, and then I'm going to slice my finger off. I always work from the big fat end of the apple, okay, of the avocado core. And the little teeth on my knife was just really nice, and it just kind of dragged it out. So there you go. how to core an apple and how to get the seed out of an avocado safely. Always remember, we're going to move the food around the knife, not the knife around the food. Unless we're on our surface, then the knife maintains in contact with the surface and we move the food through the knife. All right, everyone, happy slicing.